If you feel behind right now, I want you to hear this. You're not as behind as you think you are. The problem is that if we feel behind, we are overthinking anything and everything, and we start doing a lot more plans, more structure, more motivational videos saved, and we think that we'll catch up doing all those things. But what usually happens? We burn out and end up feeling even further than we were. So in this video, I want to show you how you can catch up in the proper way, not through motivation or burning out, but through consistency in this. So let's start with why do you feel behind and why do you burn out? Most people feel behind because of three reasons. The first one is comparison. Every time you open social media and you see people that are better than you, have more money than you, are making more money than you, are richer, look better, have better things, have greater things, you start comparing yourselves to them. And in that way, the feeling of comparison catches up. But here's the problem. You are comparing your chapter 1 to somebody else's highlight reel or chapter 27. And after a while, it seems like everyone else is getting further than you except you. The second reason is having too many goals. Most people aren't falling behind because they don't have goals. Most people don't fall behind because they lack ambition. They fail behind because they want to do a lot of stuff at the same time. Trying to get fit, trying to make money, trying to be in the best relationship, in the best self, studying, working, side businesses, whatever you want to do at the same time. There are many things that are at the same time being done. You have a lot of cups that you want to fill at the same time. When you want to divide your attention between a lot of things, none of them gets enough attention for it to grow. And the problem is that you're staying busy. You're not going forward. The third reason is restarting. This is one that I've actually struggled with for years. So you start something new. You start with a new gym membership or gym plan, and then you stick with it for a few days. Either you don't see goals or you just lose interest in it. Then you leave it and you try to find something else. And instead of continuing from where you left off, you convince yourself that you need something new, a fresh start, a new system and a better method. So you restart, then you restart again, and then eventually you start believing that you're the problem, but you're not. The problem is the cycle that you keep on going to. You find something promising, you gain motivation, you get inspired, you start with it. Then you see that you don't have results, you lose motivation, you lose inspiration, you lack off, and you leave it. Then you start searching. You get motivation from Instagram through dopamine addiction. You saw other people doing something that you want to do. You try this new thing. And then at the same time, you see that you don't get the results that they have because again, you're comparing your chapter 1 to their chapter 27. Then you feel uninspired again and you leave it. And this is the cycle that you keep on going. This is the loop that keeps on people stuck. Now, let's talk about what momentum actually is. Most people think that momentum comes from motivation, but that is not true at all. Motivation is unreliable because on some days you wake up inspired and you're ready to go. But on other days you wake up uninspired at all and you don't want to do anything. And if your progress keeps on relying on motivation, it will be not consistent at all. Momentum comes from repetition, through the reps that you do. It is the result of showing up consistently, even when you don't want to do it at all. And think about like pushing a heavy car. The first steps are the hardest because you need to get the car moving. And then eventually, when you stay consistent and you gain the momentum of the car, you start pushing it and it gets easier and easier because it keeps on rolling with the momentum that is using. And this is how momentum works. It is not intensity. Momentum is consistency. This is what I want to make you guys understand. Momentum is not intensity. It is consistency. Even if you do the smallest steps that you can make every single day, it is better than doing 100% a day and tomorrow nothing. And most people create goals that are way too difficult to maintain. They want to work 4 hours today deep work on their business, they want to work 8 hours a day, 9 to 5, and then they want to train for 1 hour and a half, 6 days a week with no rest. And they think that they'll change their life overnight, but this is not how it works. And instead of doing this, I want you to define a minimum action that you're going to do every single day. Maybe it's 1 page of reading a book, maybe it's 10 minutes of running today, maybe it's 20 minutes today of working out at home or at the gym. It doesn't matter, but you need to have a momentum and you need to be consistent with it every single day. Momentum is simply time plus consistency, and that's it. No secret strategy, no complex formula, just repeated action over a huge amount of time. So here is your 3-step momentum plan for the next 30 days. Step 1 is choosing for the next 30 days only one focused action. Just one. Maybe it's your fitness, maybe it's content creation, maybe it's business, maybe it's reading a book, maybe it's meditation. It doesn't matter. It needs to be one action consistently over the next 30 days. Step 2 is defining yourself a minimum. This is the smallest action that will keep your streak alive. Make it simple, make it easy, make it doable every single day, and make it something that you can't not do even when you're tired. Remember that you're not proving to yourself that you can work hard. You're building consistency here. When you build consistency, you'll have the discipline that you need afterwards. Step 3 is tracking the streak, because what you can measure, you can improve. Use a notebook, you can use a Notion template, you can use a calendar. You need to write down every single day or have a checkbox that you've done the thing that you need to do. Momentum isn't built through dramatic changes. It's built through small actions repeated long enough for them so you can create consistency with them. Stop measuring yourself against everyone else. Measure yourself against who you were yesterday. You need to improve your consistency. Start with 1%. Focus on the step that you can take today. Then focus on the next step. If you like the videos, guys, leave a comment, like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be leaving more videos like this, and see you guys next time.